Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to make this origami O-wing skull right here. As you can see, it's my own design, and I hope you enjoyed making this model, so let's begin. Alright, so the first step is to fold the paper in half like this. And unfold. And then repeat. And fold. And then you fold in half in the other direction, like this. And then you're going to bring this edge up to this line. Unfold, turn over, and repeat. Unfold. And then bring this edge up to this line. Unfold. Then bring this edge up to this line. Fold. Do the same on this side. So bring this edge up to this line. Unfold. And bring this edge up to this line. Unfold. And then you turn the paper over to the back side. And then you bring this edge up to this line. Fold and bring this edge up to this line. Actually, no, up to this line. Sorry. Fold. Then you bring this down up to this line. Fold, and then bring this edge up to this one. Unfold, rotate, and repeat on this side. Fold, bring this down here. Fold, bring this down to here. Fold, and then bring this down to here. Okay. Unfold. Alright, so now you have this. And again, turn over and fold the paper in half in this direction. Okay. Alright, so now you fold along this line right here. And then you make this edge up. Then you make this edge go up to this edge. Make sure you fold it strongly. Unfold. Unfold again. And then you're going to fold along this line. And then you're going to make this edge go up to this edge. or this line. Unfold. And then you make, or then you fold along this line for the middle one. And then you make this edge go up to this line. Unfold. And then you fold along this line. And then you make this edge go up to this edge. And unfold and unfold. And now what we're gonna do is that, so we are gonna open up along this line, so we're gonna make this layer fold on that line. We're gonna open up and squash it like this. And then lift this flare up, making these folds right here. So lifting it up, and it's like this. Okay. Let me zoom in a little bit. And you can see there is this line right here. I'm gonna fold along that. So unfold and do the same on this one. Unfold. And then you open up. And like what we did before, when we make these three lines mountain folds, so just like pinch along them. So like this. And then you bring these edges together, making this. So you just basically just make these go together and make these go together, and then just fold it like that. And then you do the same thing on this flap. So you fold, then you make these three folds mountain folds. And then you pinch them together. Just kind of like poke inside and then just pinch. Okay. Now we have this. Okay, so turn over. And just like we did before, we're gonna open up and squash only up to this line, so it's like this, and then just fold up along that. I'm making these folds mountain folds as well as these folds. So it's like It's basically I just did something like that. Okay. So now we have this so far. And then we do the same thing again. So we're gonna open up. And squash up to this line. So just pinch along these. And then just lift this up. I'm making these folds at the same time. Okay. And then we make this edge go up to this edge, or this line, I mean. Okay. Unfold. And then we do the same thing before. We'll just make these lines unfolds. And just pinch them together. Okay. And that, by the way, is called a sink fold, because we're like sinking part of the paper inside. Do the same thing on this one right here. Open up. Then you do the same thing, basically. Okay. This is what it should look like so far. Okay. Now comes this flap. So it's basically just open up again along this line. And then we fold it up along these lines. And like that. Alright, so now what you're gonna do is that you're gonna fold along this line. Fix that real quick. And then you're gonna fold this edge up to this edge. And this is called a pleat. And unfold. Do the same thing on this side. So you fold along this line. Hold up, let me fix that imperfection. And then you fold this edge back up to this edge. Okay, and I got this. Alright, so now what you're gonna do is that are gonna open up, and you are gonna make a mountain fold along these three lines right here. So just pinch around them. But then what you're gonna do is that are gonna make these three folds mountain folds. So just pinch along them. Alright, okay, and then you get this, and then you're gonna bring all these mountain folds together, so just fold them like that, and like that. Then you're folding this down, bring these together, and then you're bring these together. And that is called a pleat sinking. Do the same on this side. You open up, then you pinch along these 3 folds. Then you pinch along these 3 folds. It's basically you're gonna just pinch along these 3 folds, and then just bring them together. So it's like this. Right there. Okay. Right, so now here's like the base of it. So these flaps are all gonna make the head, and these are gonna make the wings. So okay, let's make the heads. So first we fold this flap down because we don't need it. And then we turn over, and then we fold this flap up, and then we fold along these 2 corners. Unfold, and then we make this crease go up to this crease. So just make sure it touches right there. Then you fold this flap down like this. And then you fold this point up to this point, whatever. Unfold. Then you spread these apart carefully. Then you see these 4 folds. Let's just pinch around them. So. And then just pinch these together. And these are going to be the eyes right here. So it's like this, and then this. Pinch them. Okay. Alright, so now you make this edge go up to this line. And then you make this point go up to this edge. Here. And then you just fold this flap down. So basically, then you fold this point here. Actually, let's just fold along this line. Let's not unfold it. Unfold, then you bring this point up to this line. Okay. Alright, and then basically to make this, let's separate these for a second. It's basically to make this edge go up to this edge. Unfold. Then you make this line up to this edge. Unfold. Then you separate these two layers like this, and then you just pinch along these two lines, making them not folds. So just pinch along them, and then just simply bring them together. And let's do the same on all the other ones. So, well, we can do this. We can just open up and just pinch along these edges. It's the same on this side, and then just bring it together. And then you repeat. Alright, and then do the same thing on this side. Okay. Alright, so now you're up to this point. So now you're going to turn over. And you're going to spread these apart carefully. Well, let's make this edge go up to this line first. And don't be stupid. Alright. And just do the same thing on this side. And don't mind about this sticking up though, because this is necessary. You have this. Then you pinch along this line. Then you see these folds right here. You're gonna pinch them together. Like that. Then you're gonna fold along this point. Unfold, then you open up and squash them. It's like, actually no, you're supposed to fold right here. Fold it, and then you open up, and then you fold along these edges. And you fold this down slightly. Allow this to stick up a little bit more. Then we have this. Alright, so now we got to this part. And now let's shape the wings. So it's basically, let's just pinch these edges together. It's not like all the way those like just slightly. Just like this. Do the same on this side. So just pinch it. Don't like actually fold it. Just pinch it. And then we just basically open these layers up like this. They make this edge go up to this line. And just keep on going, because these are going to make up the feathers. Okay, let's fix these up a little bit. And then like that. So let's go on the back side. Alright. And so basically what we do now is that we just bring this edge inward, making a new fold like this. And just repeats, so just kind of like this. Or just bring it inward and pinch along it. Alright. And then we have this. And then the last step of detailing the wing is to just fold it, and then just bring this up, making a crimp. So I just kind of bring it up, and see how it kind of curves in like that, as I made that crimp fold. That's what we need to kind of to make the wing have more characteristic into it. Just like that. And then we repeat the same thing on the side. Okay. Alright, so now all the wings are done. Now let's focus more on the heads. So, let's first open the eyes up. So I'll just bring this flap upwards. And just kind of curve it. To give it kind of, again, a more sinister look. This to make the pinch from this point, so just kind of like pinch along there and it goes outward. And then kind of like fold in half a little bit. Just basically shaping it. For the nose, just kind of pinch it like this, like along these edges. And for this, you just fold this inside. So it's kind of like pinching in there. And then you fold, they make that this, or just pinch along this line and bring it to these edges, making the teeth. Alright. There. And then just kind of like curve the wings and maybe a little bit more. Had to give it more organism in it. Or just make it have more flow. Is it flow in it? I guess. Okay, and there it is.